Hello YouTube, Camman here, welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Today I want to be discussing possibilities of the new coming chapter, as the killer's name has been leaked and there's been one overlooked situation that could be a possibility to what the killer is. If you like content just as this, please like and subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll catch you all in the next video. But for now, let's take on to chapter 28. But before we do, let's step back into when chapter 24 came out, and how afterwards we got chapter 25 being Resident Evil Project W. After knowing the killer could be Wesker, many people started to like the chapter, then thinking maybe the killer could have an interesting power. Didn't really have that much hopes, but oh boy did it take the whole community by storm. Honestly, this was the first chapter in a while, and it had such good potential to it. And it really brought it all out. As the killer required a lot of skill and it was really strong, the perks were okay. Like, Ada's were good, Rebecca had some good ones. There were actual perks and a killer ability that required skill. And honestly, it was something the community did not know it needed more than ever. And then afterwards, it got... And then the next we thought we were getting a cyborg chapter, and then... For the bottom of my heart behavior, genuinely, what the fuck? This was one job. Okay, let me just rephrase this. Chapter 26 happened to have the knight who had a 3-gen power, which was incredibly boring, and we were excited for chapter 27 because we had hopes with seeing the teaser thinking that was a cyborg killer, but you know what, it wasn't that, and what was worse is that it was the same power again, except it's some kind of cyborg science. There's nothing I can explain about it. But this was just a heavy downfall. They make one mistake, that's on them. Second mistake, who's behind development? Seriously, behavior, this would never have gone under radar. This could not have gone under radar. There's no way your whole entire team did not notice the subtle errors in this design, like how similar it is to the knight. Like, what is behind? Who is in doing this? Who's doing any of this? And let's face it, when people saw that the chapter is original for the anniversary, people have to have pulled their hairs out. This is just ridiculous. This has been very unpromising. Other than that, let's just get on to the video so I can discuss the chapter 28 killer and what the possibilities are. To start this off, let's explain to what we do know. First off, we have the killer's name and the survivor's name. The killers happen to be called the Singularity, and the survivors happen to be called Gabriel Soma. Gabriel is obviously a male name, and that's very much pointing to the direction we're looking at. But as for the Singularity, many are speculating for this to be an AI, as Singularity stands out as in the near future AI becomes out of control and immense and immeasurable. But what are being overlooked right now is that the killer may not actually be AI, as there are two different definitions to Singularity. And the scariest part is that if this theory is true, we could be looking at the scariest, most powerful killer in Dead by Daylight's lore. Even more powerful than Pyramid Head or even the Dredge, on immense scales of power. In science definition, a singularity is a point that exists beyond the event horizon, through space-time becoming infinite. While this doesn't seem like much, there is actually, in comic books, references to beings that have existed outside of our own multiverse. These beings will happen to be called cosmic entities. Cosmic entities are actually very powerful, and in fiction, they can either range from a multiversal scale to an out-of-versal scale, which, on hindsight, for those of you who don't know about the entity's power, is that the entity is far weaker than any of these cosmic entities, as these cosmic entities are very much higher in the power scale tier, while the entity is in a universal tier, much lower than any multiverse or out-of-versal tier. So what has this to do with the game, or the Singularity, most chances? Well, the Singularity actually points out a lot, as there are two beings to mention that are exactly like the Singularity in most ways. such as Marvel's comics The Beyonder. For those of you who don't know, The Beyonder is incredibly powerful. For those of you who do know, you know how scary The Beyonder can be. Let me give you an image of him. Not only does he have matter manipulation and reality warping, he is also incredibly aware of the entire multiverse. And I'm not saying he knows about it, I mean he's well aware of what's happening around the multiverse. And although I said Galactus been pretty powerful, he's not just pretty powerful. Galactus has been a threat to the multiverse. And in comics, it has been confirmed to be infinite. Yes, an infinite tree of different multiverses, each branch representing a different multiverse. So this is pretty terrifying. Although your comment against me is that Beyonder turned himself to a hero, do not forget that Beyonder is only one of the other Beyonders. There is more than one of them. This means that the killer we're going to meet is an evil cosmic entity. And why are they in the realm of the entity? Well, obviously they must have joined the entity. This has been done before with Michael Myers, Pinhead, and other killers such as the Clown and Trickster, as they just have a fashion for killing. But one of them just happens to like fingers more than others, and the others just want to make pop. You know, trying to get a little pop and get some vibes going. Another definition of this too is that the entity does not want to intervene. As we know, Pyramid Head is scary to the entity. The entity fears Pyramid Head so much that it would not intervene at all once in its entire trial because they know it has the power to kill them. To how it kills them? Well, obviously they're an amalgamation, but a cosmic entity is more powerful than any amalgamation can ever be. As I'm stating this is more powerful than any other killers. So the question is, what will this cosmic entity do? Will it be staying out of the way because it just wanted to kill and will go somewhere else to find more killing? Or will it intervene and join the entity's side against the killers who rebel? If so, we are looking at the most powerful being in DBD. More powerful than the entity, more powerful than Pyramid Head, Pinhead, Michael Myers, the Dredge, all of them. And this stacks on top. There's another entity, cosmic entity like Aaron the Absolute, who just wants to save his own race. And that's it. Thank you for watching and seeing the end of this video. I know I'm a little bit late to the whole party. Other people have already mentioned about this, the possibilities of this killer. I just got kind of lazy and I had some real life problems to do. But other than that, I hope you do enjoy this video. Maybe kind of find some solace in this, some real answers, maybe an actual possibility to who this killer is, that maybe I'm right or wrong, that you actually believe it. Other than that, I hope you all have a good day and see you in the next video. Goodbye.